Devotees.
Hare Krishna, Mataji.
Hare Krishna, dear devotees. Please accept our humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Warm, warm welcome to each one of you during this special bank holiday weekend. I'd like to welcome our senior devotees, His Grace Radha Damodar Prabhuji and His Grace Jagannath Prabhuji. Thank you. I don't know whether they have joined or not. I haven't looked at the list of names, but I'd like to thank... Oh, you're here. Haribol.
Haribol.
Haribol. Thank you for joining and for your association, Prabhuji. So for those who are joining for the first time, I'm Santosh and this is Shyam Prabhu.
Haribol.
Hope all of you are keeping well. So today we are having a special class and asking the question, how is astrology linked with Krishna consciousness? And to answer that question, we have a very special guest, His Grace Jagannath Prabhuji. I hope Prabhuji has joined. I'm not sure yet. And let me first of all, give you the schedule of today's class. We'll start with the opening Mangalacharan prayer by Mahaprabhu Kripa Mataji, who is based in Assam. And the English translation will be by Deepak Prabhuji. Then I'll read a healing prayer for the welfare of all devotees. And there'll also be a short meditation to remember all our loved ones and all those who are seeking Lord Krishna's blessings. I know you all love bhajans, so Anju Mataji will delight us all with a sweet bhajan called Radhe Brajamana Sukhakari. And that will be soon after my healing prayer. After that, I'll hand over the class to Jagannath Prabhuji. And after the class, you can all participate by asking questions or making comments or sharing your reflections and realizations, whatever you've heard today or on anything else that you'd like to share with us. We'll then end the class with the closing prayers. So let's now sit back and enjoy today's wonderful class. Thank you very much. And before the opening prayer, may I kindly request you all to mute your audio system, please. Thank you. So may I invite Mahaprabhu Kripa Mataji and Deepak Prabhuji, please, to recite the opening prayer. And I'm going to share it on the screen.
Hare Krishna, Mataji.
Hare Krishna. Let me see, what have I done wrong? Hare Krishna, nice to see you, Mataji. How are you?
All good, Mataji. Thank you very much.
Hari Bol. Okay, can I ask you all whether you can see the screen, please?
Yes, Mataji.
Hari Bol. So when you're ready, please start. Thank you.
Om Jnanatimirandhashta Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupaha Kada Mahyam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Uttapadakamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavam Cha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunathan Vitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padam Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakhan Vitam Cha He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandhu Jagatpati Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanu Sati Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Vanchakalpa Tarubhyasha Kripa Sindhu Bhya Cha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasari Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna Hare
Hare Hare
Hare
Hare
Rama Rama
Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare.
Hari Bol. Mataji, so beautifully recited. Thank you so much. Beautiful. Deepak Prabhuji, are you ready to recite the English translation, please?
Sure. Hare
Thank
Krishna.
you.
I was born in the darkest ignorance, and my spiritual master opened my eyes with the torch of knowledge. I offer my respectful obeisances unto him. When will Srila Rupa Goswami Prabhupada, who has established within this material world the mission to fulfill the desire of Lord Chaitanya, give me shelter under his lotus feet? I offer my respectful obeisances onto the lotus feet of my spiritual master and onto the feet of all Vaishnavas. I offer my respectful obeisances onto the lotus feet of Srila Rupa Goswami, along with his elder brother, Sanatan Goswami, as well as Raghunatha Dasa and Raghunatha Bhatta, Gopala Bhatta, and Srila Jiva Goswami. I offer my respectful obeisances onto Lord Krishna Chaitanya and Lord Nityananda, along with Advaita Acharya, Gadadhara, Srivasa, and other associates. I offer my respectful obeisances to Srimati Radharani and Sri Krishna, along with their associates Sri Lalita and Vishakha. Oh, my dear Krishna, you are the friend of the distressed and the source of creation. You are the master of the gopis and the lover of Radharani. I offer my respectful obeisances unto you. I offer my respects to Radharani, whose bodily complexion is like molten gold, and who is the queen of Vrindavana. You are the daughter of King Rishabhanu, and you are very dear to Lord Krishna. I offer my respectful obeisances unto all the Vaishnava devotees of the Lord. They can fulfill the desires of everyone, just like desire trees, and they are full of compassion for the fallen souls. I offer my obeisances to Krishna Chaitanya, Prabhu Nityananda, Sri Advaita Gadadhara, Srivasa, and all others in the line of devotion. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you very much, Prabhuji. So nicely recited. Thank you very much. So once again, I'd like to invite you, thank you all for your association and for joining. I'd like to mention your names: Jyoti Mataji, Lavanga Latika Mataji, Vatsala Mataji, and Prabhuji has joined as well, Acharya Jagganath Prabhuji. Thank you for joining, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Mataji.
Krishna.
Thank you
Nice
for
to see
inviting
you.
me.
Hare
Krishna Prabhuji,
Hare Krishna, Radha Damodar Prabhu, Dandavat Pranam. Okay, just I'm not much expert, so expert in computer. So let
That's
me
all right.
explain.
You're doing very well, Prabhuji. Keep it up. Very nice. So now we also have Anju Mataji, Deepak Prabhuji, Drishti Mataji, Geeta Gamya Mataji, Kiran Prabhu, Kokila Mataji, Mahaprabhu Kripa Mataji, and who else do we have? And there's Radha Damodar Prabhuji, Samsung Galaxy. There's also iPhone. Somebody is also on iPhone. So a warm welcome to each and every one of you. Thank you so much for your association. Okay, so let's now do my healing prayer or our healing prayer. If you'd all like to close your eyes and put your hands together, we're going to pray very sincerely to their lordships. Dear lordships, all glories to thy holy names. We offer our humble obeisances unto you 1,000 times and again and yet again, and ask for your causeless mercy. May we offer our hearts to you for our purification. Seated within our hearts, you are witness to every thought and deed. Please help us to emerge and cope with all the different situations we encounter daily. We, the fallen souls, only have you to turn to for help and comfort, and there is no other way, dear lordships, no other way. We sincerely pray that you kindly vanquish our desire for fruitive activity in this material world and help us to serve you in the best possible way. We remember you through happiness and difficulty and use our precious time in accordance with your wishes. Please illuminate our hearts with the light of true love and wisdom and let ignorance depart. Dear Lordships, may we pray for the well-being of all devotees, especially for those who are unwell or injured or have undergone a medical procedure. We are also praying for those who have an incurable long-term health condition. Dear Lordships, please allow us to pray for the devoted carers and the dedicated medical staff who work hard. Please bestow your loving blessings on them, dear Lordships, and please guide the departed souls on their journeys back to you. All this we ask of you as you so wish and as you so desire. And before we pause in silent meditation, remembering everyone seeking Lord Krishna's mercy, may I also mention a few names. I'd like to pray. I'd like to dedicate this prayer to each and every one of you who has joined us today, and also for your immediate family members and friends and relatives. And we're also remembering the Queen of England, Her Majesty Queen Elizabeth II, who is celebrating 70 years of her dedicated service to Crown and country and the Commonwealth and the whole world. And may God bless her for her dedicated services. And we're also praying for all those in Ukraine who are going through a terrible war. May their Lordships bring peace back to that country and to help all the devotees. Hare Krishna. So let's now pause for a moment, remembering all our loved ones who are seeking Lord Krishna's blessings. Hare Krishna. Thank you. You can all unmute now your mics, your audio system. We're going to say 3 Mahamantras now. Please all unmute. When you're ready. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna. Thank you very much. Okay, you can all mute your mics now because we are going to invite, I'm going to invite dear Anju Mataji to sing a nice bhajan before the class begins. So Anju Mataji, if you're ready, please do start. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mataji. Thank you for your guidance and encouragement. Thank you. Radhe Brajjan man sukh kari, Radhe Sham Shama Sham, Radhe Brajjan man sukh kari, Radhe Sham Shama Sham, Radhe Sham, Radhe Sham, Radhe Sham, Radhe Sham, Braj Jan Man Sukhkari, Radhe Sham Shama Sham, Mor Mukut Makrakrit Kundal Gal Vajanti Ma, Mor Mukut Makrakrit Kundal Gal Vajanti Ma, श्याम श्यामा श्याम चरणन पर रसाल राधे श्याम श्यामा श्याम सुंदर वदन कमल दल लोचन बांकी चितवन हारी सुंदर वदन कमल दल लोचन बांकी चितवन हारी मोहन वंशी बिहारी राधे श्याम श्यामा श्याम राधे ब्रज जन मन सुखकारी राधे श्याम श्यामा श्याम वृंदावन में धेनु चरावे गोपी जन मन हारी वृंदावन में धेनु चरावे गोपी जन मन हारी श्री गोवर्धन धारी राधे श्याम श्यामा श्याम राधे ब्रज जन मन सुखकारी राधे श्याम श्यामा श्याम राधा कृष्ण मिली अब दो गौर रूप अवतारी राधा कृष्ण मिली अब दो गौर रूप अवतारी कीर्तन धर्म प्रचारी राधे श्याम श्यामा श्याम राधे कीर्तन धर्म प्रचारी राधे श्याम श्यामा श्याम तुम बिन मेरा और न कोई नाम रूप अवतारी तुम बिन मेरा और न कोई नाम रूप अवतारी चरणन में बलिहारी राधे श्याम श्यामा श्याम नारायण बलिहारी राधे श्याम श्यामा श्याम हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे ब्रज बन मन सुखकारी राधे श्याम श्यामा श्याम
Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol. Beautifully sung, Mataji, beautifully. Thank you so much. I'm sure everyone enjoyed the beautiful bhajan. Let's all say Hari Bol to Anju Mataji. Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol. Okay, so after that beautiful bhajan, Hari Bol. So after the beautiful bhajan, I'll now hand over the class to Jagannath Prabhuji. But before I do that, may I also extend a warm welcome to all the devotees who have just joined. Our humble obeisances to each one of you, and thank you so much for your association. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Thank you. So Prabhuji, over to you.
Thank you. Well, I'm a bit nervous because please forgive. First of all, thank to you, Mataji, to give me opportunity to came in front of all the exalted Vaishnavas and the Vaishnavis.
And Prabhuji, may I ask you,
yes.
Prabhuji, sorry to interrupt, may I ask you
Yes.
to give us a background of yourself, just an introduction background, please?
Yes, yeah, I will try to. So, first of all, Please forgive my English. My mother tongue is not English and I am not much educated. So that's the reason. Please forgive my English. Please don't, my grammar is not so good, but I will try to present whatever is our subject matter. I will try to present it in a very easy language and understandable English. I will try, but I'm not sure. And the second thing is, as Mataji asked me to introduce, yeah, it's very important. See, well, I don't have much education, as I have already said. So I'm staying in Vrindavan. My name is Jagganath Das, and I'm the disciple of His Holiness Subhak Swami Maharaj, who is also Srila Prabhupada disciple and a Bengali Goswami by body. I'm staying in Vrindavan, and Radha Damodar Prabhu is here, and who is like my elder brother and guide me in every way, help me in every way. I'm very indebted to Radha Damodar Prabhu.
This
I
is
know him.
opposite. What he's saying.
Yes. So I know him many, many years, not 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 years. Thank you, Radha Damodar Prabhu, to give me an opportunity and introduce me with Santosh Mataji and also Prabhuji. My humble obeisances to all of you here again. So yeah, as I said, so after I completed my degree and the master, I came to Siddham Vrindavan. I stay nearby ISKCON Vrindavan temple, and I have a minimum service in temple. I try to offer my some services to the temple by all of your mercies. And professionally, I'm practice astrology. I'm master in astrology, MA in astrology, and now pursuing my PhD. And my topic is marriage disputes. Specifically, I am researching on the divorce. So this is a very short introduction. I don't have any brief introduction actually. So this is all. This is all about me, nothing more. And I'm married also. I recently am married, and Radha Damodar Prabhu also attended mercifully.
I think we should have given his introduction. He being very humble, he didn't tell anything.
No. Okay, so this is the year. So now we can start, Radha Damodar Prabhu. So we can start with a little kirtan, and then we will start. I have prepared a little bit 1, 3, 4 slide. Rest I will speak. Now is 6:25. We will chant around like 8 to 10 minutes, and then we will start our conversation or the class, whatever you say. Is that okay, Mataji, Radha Damodar Prabhu?
Yes, Prabhuji, Hare Krishna, thank you.
And thank you to Anuj Mataji, a nice, beautiful song. Devotees are always, heart-touching. So she sang very nicely, and I was closed my eyes and I was listening. And I was playing my kartal as well. Yes. Thank you. Okay. So, yeah.
Shall we all stay on mute, Prabhuji, or would you like us to unmute?
Well, I will sing the Radha Madhava. So if you can follow, if you regularly chant that Radha Madhava, then it is better. Then we can you can unmute and we can chant together, like how we attend the class. So yes. Shall I continue like that? Like well, I will chant, and then after that you all can chant Radha Madhava.
Yes, okay. I think for to start with, we will all mute ourselves so there's no background disturbance, and okay. you can start on your own. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. So sorry, it is not clear. So shall I continue completely, or I will repeat like after my my lyrics, then you will unmute and sing. You will sing.
Well, I think you do everything by yourself, Prabhuji. Okay. Otherwise, okay. The background noise will be distracting.
Okay, sure. I will do that.
We can do like this. One suggestion.
Hanji. Yes.
If all of us will sing after him, it will be a problem.
Yes.
But one of us can follow him, and that will look like a kirtan.
Yes.
So except Prabhuji and you, we will all mute. Maybe after Prabhuji sings, you can follow him.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay, that is
Yeah.
also
Is
possible.
that okay?
Yeah. Yes, Prabhuji. Thank you. Whatever you said. Yes, I agree. Okay. So shall I start, Mataji?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Jaya Radha Madhava Jaya Kunja Bihari Jaya Radha Madhava Jaya Kunja Bihari Jaya
Radha Madhava Jaya Kunja Bihari
Jaya Gopi Janavallabha Jaya Girivarodhari Jaya Girivarodhari Jaya
Gopi Janavallabha Jaya Girivaradhari Jaya Girivaradhari
Jashodanandana Braja Janaranjana Jashoda
Nandana Braja Janaranjana
Jamuna Tira Vanachari
Jamuna Tira Vanachari
Jayo Jamuna Tira Vanachari Jaya Kunja Bihari Jaya
Jamuna Tira Vanachari Jaya Kunja Bihari
Jaya Gopi Janavallabha Jaya Girivarodhari
Jaya Gopi Janavallabha Jaya Kunja Hari
Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Jaya
Radha Madha Jaya Kunja Bihari
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Prabhupada Jaya, Prabhupada Jaya, Prabhupada, Srila Prabhupada. Gurudeva Jaya, Gurudeva Jaya, Gurudeva Jaya, Gurudeva. Nitai Gora Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Nitai Gora Hari Bol.
Hari Bol.
Hari Hari Bol.
Namo Om Vishnu Padaya Ashtattara Sada Paramahansa Paribrajak Acharya Ashtattara Sada Nitya Lila Pravishta Srimad Bhakti Vedanta Swami Prabhupada Ki Jai. प्रेम से कहो जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवास आदि गौर भक्त वृंद की जय।
Jai.
जय श्री राधा कुंड गिरि गोवर्धन धाम की जय।
Jai.
जय श्री मथुरा वृंदावन धाम की जय।
Jai.
क्षेत्र जगन्नाथपुरी धाम की जय।
Jai.
जय श्री नवद्वीप मायापुर धाम की जय।
Jai.
जय श्री अयोध्या द्वारिका धाम की जय।
Jai.
जय श्री तिरुपति रामेश्वरम धाम की जय।
Jai.
जय श्री गंगा मैया जमुना मैया की जय।
Jai.
भक्ति देवी तुलसी महारानी की जय।
Jai.
निताई गौर प्रेमानंदे हरि
Hari
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 Bol.
Bol.
All glories to assembled devotees. Hare
Hare
Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
All glories to assembled devotees. All glories. All glories to Sri Guru and Gauranga. Thank you again. So, as I have
Prabhuji, your voice has gone down. Your voice is
Oh,
low now.
my voice is put down. Okay.
Yeah, now it's better.
Okay. Is that okay now?
Yeah.
I think here is some option where I can increase my voice. Yeah,
Ah,
it's
yeah,
full voice.
now it's good. Now it's
Okay,
good.
now it's good. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So, see, today we will speak about our subject is astrology in Krishna consciousness. We all know that as a devotee, somehow we came to know we don't believe on astrology, we don't need astrology if we are devotee. So I thought to find out like how the astrology can be used even in the Krishna consciousness. So that's the reason this is a very new topic even for me, that astrology in Krishna consciousness. New topic for class, but I know what is the use of astrology in Krishna consciousness, definitely. So let's I share my screen. So if Mataji, I think Mataji already given me the permission to share my screen. I think everyone can see my screen, right?
Yes, Prabhu.
Right. Okay. Okay. So my class will definitely not be depend on this presentation or the PowerPoint presentation or this slide. This will help me to speak. So astrology in Krishna consciousness. So we know first. I know all of you know what is Krishna consciousness or what Krishna consciousness is. So here is some little bit mistake. Okay. Okay, never mind. Okay, now what is Krishna consciousness? See, what I understand from our Acharya, bona fide disciplic succession, and from Srila Prabhupada, that for the Krishna consciousness we can divide in a two way. The one is those are conditioned soul and those are unconditioned soul, like a pure soul. So for conditioned soul like me or like maybe some others, for a conditioned soul, Krishna consciousness is the state of awareness in which an individual acts to revive his lost eternal relationship with Krishna. So let we elaborate this. We have no one is out of Krishna's family. Sri Krishna says, Mameva Angsha Jiva Loka Jiva Bhuta Sanatana. Mameva Angsha. Every living being, whether that is ant or elephant or a human being, Mam Eva Amsha. Mam Eva Angsha Jiva Loka. When we call Jiva Loka, Jiva Loka means the whole universe, not only our earth, whole universe, 14 planetary systems. The 14 planetary system, that is including the Bhuvarloka, Swargaloka, Janaloka, Tapaloka, Mahaloka, Satyaloka, upper planets. That is including the lower planets until the Rasatal. Even in the after the Rasatal, there is a hellish planet. So all the being, all the living being is Krishna's parts and parcel. Mameva Angsha Jivo Loka Jiva Bhuta Sanatana. We are eternal. So everyone is in Krishna's family. Direct relation with Krishna. But somehow we forget. What we forget? We forget our lost, we forget our relation, actual relation. Why? Because we contaminated. How we become contaminated? Oh, Prabhuji, you are saying we get contaminated if we are family of Krishna, and you said if we become Krishna consciousness, Krishna is, then we will back to Godhead, then we will not come back. Mamupete tu kontaya punarjanmana vidyate. Krishna says to Arjun, Mamupete tu kontaya. Punarjanmana vidyate. If someone worship me, he will never fall down. Punarjanmana. What we talking about the fall down? He will never take birth again. A Brahma Bhuvana Loka Punarabhritti Arjuna. Krishna says, my dear Arjun, A Brahma Bhuvana Loka. From the Sattalok to hellish planet. A Brahma Bhuvana Loka Punarabhritti Arjuna. Repeated birth and death. Punarapi Jananam, Punarapi Maranam, Punarapi Janani Jatare Shayanam. But Krishna promised. What? Mamupettetu kontaya punarjanmana vidyate. Oh my dear Arjun, if anyone worship me, he will never come back again, or ever he will never become a condition of take birth from the womb of a material mother. Then if I talk about that we are the same family, then how come we become a condition if I am the Krishna's family? So that is although a different topic of the discussion, but still that although we are Krishna's family, in a some extent we are conditioned. Why? Because we are in the conditioned stage, we manufactured by Krishna's potency, Krishna's creative energy. That is Lord Balaram. Why? Because to serve Krishna. No other reason. We are a part of marginal and we are part of external and internal potency. That's why we are marginal potency. How it is happened? Conditioned soul. It is very easy to understand with an analogy. See, water. The water quality, nature of water is liquidity. That is the dharma of water. The original, eternal dharma of water is liquidity. But if we put or we keep the water in fridge, that same water become ice and it transform the dharma, the quality, the nature, that is solidity. That is the circumstantial nature, not the actual nature. Then that same water become vacuum, become air. If we heat up, that same water becomes solid, become liquid, become air. But the original form of the water or the original nature of the water is liquidity. Similarly, the original nature of every being is to show the love or reciprocate the love with Krishna. But somehow rather, for the circumstances, we throw to the body, we force to take a body. When Brahmaji created, Vishnu instruct him, okay, I give you this soil. We all know the doll, whether that is soil doll. In our India, in the early age, in the very child age, we play with the clay doll, with a clay doll, right? So Lord Vishnu given to Brahma, some clay. Okay, you make some doll, a form of dog, form of mouse, form of animal, any animal, a form of human. Then Brahma says, oh, I have already made the doll, a body, but they are not reacting. They are just like unconscious. Then Vishnu appear as a Khirot Kashai Vishnu and says, okay, I am coming. And these are from the different universe. These are the soul. These are their criteria. Now, according to this, you put them. So, we force Ichha Desha Samuthena. In 13th chapter, 14th chapter, it says what? Karana Guna Sangatsa Sad Ashad Yonisu. Because of our association, every moment we are cultivating a new body. Karana Guna Sangatsa. So, according to our desire, our association means not only the physical association, a human with a human with a dog, or a human with a cow. It's not like that. Association means association with food, association with cloth, association with consciousness, with everything. In every way we can have the association. And whatever association we are doing, even in the dark night, even in the closed room, we may say, oh, okay, nobody can see me. My light is off. Everyone is seeing. Every God, demigod, everyone is seeing us. And they are the representative of Krishna. They are giving the witness. Oh, these guys staying in Vrindavan doing the nonsense. Throw him to the hog's body. Oh, these guys staying in UK, having money, not spending for Krishna. Okay, throw him in that body. This is the fact. So, this is the way we are conditioned. Karana guna sangatsa, sadasa jonisu. So, for a conditioned soul, Krishna consciousness means, for a conditioned soul, Krishna consciousness means revive our eternal character, eternal nature. Jivero Sharupo Hoy Krishnero Nityadas. Mahaprabhu says, জীবের স্বরূপ হয় কৃষ্ণেরও নিত্য দাস। কৃষ্ণ ভুলিয়া জীব অনাদি বহির্মুখ, তাই তো মায়া তারে দেয় সংসার দুঃখ। We forget Krishna, time immemorial. That's the reason the material energy giving us threefold miseries. So the Krishna consciousness is the awareness for a conditioned soul from where we can retrieve, we can revive our lost relation with him. We can revive our lost relation. But how we can revive our lost relation? How a 20 years girl is devoted to 25 years boy after marriage? What is the bridge? The bridge is the service. The bridge between the supreme personality of the Godhead Krishna to devotee. The bridge is the service. The more we will serve, that more we will revive our relationship. That is Krishna consciousness. That is for conditioned soul like me. Now there is another version of Krishna consciousness for pure soul. What is that another version? The another version is reciprocation of loving emotion. Loving emotion. That can be like a mother, like a parental friend. I know all of you knows all these basic things, but still I will repeat. As a mother, I love my son. That same way, somebody maybe can mute, somebody unmuted by mistake maybe. Yeah. Okay. So we can love our son the same way we can love to Krishna. We love our partner, whether it's husband or wife, the same way we can love Krishna. Same way. Even you can say more than that. We love our friend, school friend, college friend, companies, our colleague. The same way we can love Krishna. So this is a principle 5 mood of reciprocation of love. A pure devotee, Krishna consciousness for a pure devotee or a pure soul is reciprocate of loving emotion. They always love in such a state, like a son, like a friend, like a girlfriend or lover, like that, like a servant also. That is the Krishna consciousness. So conditioned stage and pure stage. So now like activities of the conditioned life. Now we are talking about in a human life, activities of the conditioned life. So the activities of the conditioned life somehow centered with dharma, artha, kama, moksha. Although in the 6th chapter there is a yoga ladder. In the yoga ladder, in Srimad Bhagavad Gita, it has mentioned that below the dharma, artha, kama, moksha, there is some kinds of human being, but that we don't actually consider as a human being. That is, Srila Prabhupada says, 2-legged animal. Dharma hi eka kevalam. Ahar nidra bhai maithunacha. Ahar nidra bhai maithunacha. Eating, sleeping, defending, mating. Even the beast, the insects of our stool in the stomach, they also doing the same thing. How to satisfy the stomach and how to satisfy the genital. So the human being who is up to satisfy the genital and the stomach, that is equivalent of animal. That's why they are 2-legged animal. But those are not 2-legged animal. Their life is centered with dharma, artha, kama, moksha. Somehow or other they perform some dharma, whether that is in demigod or some local ritual, some family ritual. Why they do all these things? Because they want to have some money. Why they want to have money? They want to satisfy their desire, kama, different desire. And then ultimately they say that, okay, I may fulfill my desire, and then now I already done my dharma. Now at the end of their life, they try to get the moksha. Even anyone try to get the moksha, that is condition. We are blind. We don't know what is moksha actually. So the different school. I know we have a limited time. I cannot speak a lot, but still a little bit. We have a different school. According to the Vedic scripture, according to the Sanatan Dharma, different philosophy we have. We have Vaishashik Darshan, we have Nyaya Darshan, we have Mimamsha, we have Yoga, we have Vedanta Darshan. We have different darshan, and the different darshan, we have a different definition of moksha. Even in the Vedanta darshan also, we have 6 types of definition of the moksha. So ultimately, what is moksha? That is given by Krishna in the form of Krishna, Daipayan, Vyash. In a form of Krishna, Daipayan, Vyash, Krishna given the definition of moksha, that is devotional service. That is devotional service. So now this statement can be contradicted. If the devotional service, then I am living, and how I am moksha? Yes, even when we are living, we are alive, we can get liberated. Even now, even today, everyone, Tom, Dick, Harry, everyone. How? Simply by devote himself or herself towards Krishna's service. So the moksha, to get the moksha, the yogis, the jnanis, they spend lakh and lakh of years in Satya Yuga. Even in the Kali Yuga, the yogis, they spend years after years. They spend times in Himalaya, they spend time in Rishikesh, they spend time in secluded places, in any forest. After that also, they don't get moksha. How we understand after that they don't get the moksha? Because when we see them, they are up to something. But a Krishna's devotee, from a day one, they are liberated. At least theoretically, they are liberated. Why? Because they are free from the first things, they are free from all the material attachment. They consider themselves, okay, whatever it is, at least theoretically they understand everything belongs to Krishna. Isha avasya midam sarvam. Krishna also says, aham sarvasya prabhava matta sarve pravartata. Everything comes from him. So a devotee of Krishna, from the day one, he is liberated. Liberated from what? Liberated from this condition, dharma, artha, kamo, and moksha. Then there is a gradual process from this conditioned life. So even a conditioned life, if a Krishna consciousness person work under dharma, artha, kama, moksha, that works may seem as a ordinary, Srila Prabhupada said that even a Krishna's devotee, it working and may see that that is an ordinary work as the other people are doing, but that is pure, transcendental. So the same thing, conditioned soul are doing dharma, artha, kama, moksha, and the same the thing dharma, artha, kama, moksha, Krishna consciousness person is doing looks like same, but it is not same. Why? Because a conditioned soul is doing whatever dharma, artha, kama, moksha, that will be the cause of rebirth, bondage. And a Krishna consciousness person, if he is doing anything for dharma or artha or kama or the moksha, that will not have any bondage. Why? Because everything is Krishna centered. Everything is Krishna centered. And Srila Prabhupada said, what is devotional service then? Devotional service is the purified activities by which we can purify our material contaminated consciousness in relation with dharma, artha, kama and moksha. Purified. In Bhagavad Gita introduction, paragraph number 18, Srila Prabhupada said the pure activities or purified activities is called bhakti. So these purified activities, for what? Can purify our material contaminated consciousness in relation with dharma, artha, kama, moksha. In a different place, Sri Krishna advised to Arjuna. All the Srimad Bhagavad Gita's 18th chapter have different chapter title. But from the beginning, from the chapter 1, Krishna speak about Bhakti Yoga, devotional services, Bhakti Yoga. Now, question is that in the first chapter, Krishna didn't speak anything. Actually, we see Sanjaya is speaking with Dhritarashtra. But what Sanjaya is speaking? Sanjaya is speaking whatever is happening in the Kurukshetra. That is Sanjaya telling to Dhritarashtra. That is also completely pure devotional service. Then in the chapter 2, verse number 39, where Krishna says, my dear Arjun, I have told you what is soul, what is body, what is different philosophy, everything I have told you. Now I am telling you something about Buddhi Yoga. So now in the second chapter, Krishna already says what is Buddhi Yoga. That we can find when Krishna says that Trigunatik Veda, Nistray Guna Bhava Arjuna. Please, Rajoguna and Tamaguna, mood up. What is that? That is Veda. Nistray Guna Bhava. Don't follow don't follow as it is, Veda. Then Krishna says, after that Krishna says that if not follow Veda, then what to follow? So then the second chapter itself, Krishna says, follow devotion. If we are not following Veda's instruction, then what should we follow in the Bhakti Yoga? Then it says the devotion. Then how to follow the devotion, that is also says within the second chapter. So from the second chapter itself, second, third, all the chapters speak about the Bhakti Yoga. But there are different level of the Bhakti Yoga. We have the limitation. We have the limitation of our age. We have the limitation of our circumstances, our economical condition. We have earned some sukriti or dushkriti in this life or that life, previous life. All these things has been explained in Bhagavad Gita. So we can say that ultimately the devotional service is purified activities. In every area, if we do this in dharma or artha or kama and moksha, if we purify, then how we can purify? How we will purify? In the 16th chapter, it is says, Tashmat Shastra Pramanam. What we need to do, that we need to see from the Shastra. That we need from the Shastra. Right? Now, devotional service, we came to know that what is the devotional service. Now, what is astrology? What is the definition of the astrology? It is said, we are talking about the devotional service because today's subject is the astrology in Krishna consciousness. So what is astrology? Okay, so before that, I need to ask, I forget. So our class is until 7:30, is it? Shantosh Mataji, or 7:20? You can tell me whatever is the exact time.
7:30, Prabhuji.
7:30, okay. Thank you. So, no, sorry, again, 7:30 means can I continue until 7:30 or including the question and answer session? It is including in 7:30.
Including in 7:30, please, because I have another
Okay.
meeting soon after.
Sure,
Thank you.
sure. Okay. So what is astrology and its utilities? Astrology is the eye. It is considered the astrology is the eyes of Veda, and it's a proven science which gives the information about human affairs and terrestrial events by studying the movements and relative position of the celestial objects. It is called Jyotish Vigyan. Some objects who is giving the light and influencing the material body, human body and the earth. So astrology generally divided in a two division, astronomy and astrology. Astronomy helps us to calculate the accurate position of the planets in the sky and helps to calculate the cycle of time. So nothing can be exist without the time. Krishna says he is the time. And the astrology is that calculation of the time. So nothing can be exist in the world without the astrology. For example, now we are watching the time. This time calculation based on the astrology. It is called Ghati. Ghati is a unit of the time. From the Ghati terminology come Ghari. Later on the English terminology, English meaning this watch, that is a different thing. even everything is related to, even when Krishna, next time when Krishna will appear, that depends. The calculation is the part of astrology. Like this, even in our life, in Sanatan Dharma, we follow 16 samashkara from birth to death. All the samashkara, when we need to do the samashkara, for that we need to depend on astrology, muhurta. Which nakshatra, which day, which planet. So everything is connected with astrology. See, our universe is connected with planetary, gravitational, even in the Krishna consciousness. So actually, what is the link? Because in Krishna consciousness, we know the process of Krishna consciousness is from Shraddha to Prema, there are many steps. And that Shraddha to Prema, in between, we know there is a Bhajana Kriya and then after Anartha Nivriti. Shraddha, Sadhu Sangha, then Bhajan Kriya. Bhajan Kriya means start to practice Krishna consciousness. When we have the faith, dharma, maybe for different demigods or some other object, we have some faith. We have faith in the air, we have faith on the sun. So from that faith, we come to the association with a saintly person. Shraddha, Sadhu Sangha. Then we start our Bhajan Kriya, start our Krishna consciousness practice. When we start our Bhajan Kriya, after that, all our anarthas started to pop up more and more. And then it's nullified. This is called anartha nivriti. First it will appear. We will see it will be obstruct our bhajan. And then anartha nivriti. So here the pop-up anarthas, pop-up condition stage, greed, envy, lust, all these things will pop up. So that is the time when we can depend on astrology and we can see why these things is happening with me when I am in Krishna consciousness. So now if anyone is 50 years practicing or anyone is 5 days practicing, doesn't matter. It is depend on Krishna when and how he will free from this condition stage. But when these 6 bad qualities, lobha, moho, kam, krodh, mat, matsarya, greed, anger, pride and envy. Why it is in me? Because many Krishna consciousness devotees, his question is that I am practicing 50 years, why I am not free from all this? Or somebody may say I am free from all this. No, it is not possible in this way. So in that zone, we need to take help, or we can get to know what is our planetary influence or why this thing is happening with me even though I am practicing Krishna consciousness since 10 years or 20 years. So here is the utility of the astrology in Krishna consciousness. Here is the utility. Now, I can say, because maybe all the devotees can say that maybe you are practicing astrology, that's why you are saying this. No, it is not like that. Whatever we say, we must have a proof. Vedic, from the Vedic scripture or relevant scripture, or from the bona fide acharya. So let's see what Srila Prabhupada said about the astrology. So this is a conversation from a Srila Prabhupada disciple, Pradyumna Prabhu. He asked Srila Prabhupada that Srila Prabhupada, we have seen that Nilambar Chakrabarti knew the astrology and he predicted everything about Mahaprabhu when Mahaprabhu appeared. Then Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Prabhupada, who wrote astrological books, Bhakti Vinod Thakur, who knew astrology. So how we can use the astrology? Shall we use or not? So Srila Prabhupada, in short, I have quoted that Srila Prabhupada said, our philosophy is as like Maharaj Kulshekhara. What Maharaj Kulshekhara said, whatever come by your mercy, let it become. Maharaj Kulshekhara says to the Krishna, oh my dear Krishna, there is a very famous verse. Krishna tadiya pada pankaja panjarantam advaita eva vishatu manasa raja hamsa prana pranaya shamaye kapavayu pitta kanta avarodhana smarane kutastha. How, my dear Krishna, I will remember you at the time of death. So today I am perfect. I have the ability to serve you. My mind is okay. I am young. So now is the time, like how a swan, while a swan play in the pond, in the lotus string stuck in the duck's mouth. So like that, Kulshekhara's dream or pray to Krishna that let my swan-like mind entangled with your lotus feet, because I don't know at the time of that what will be my situation. So this Kulshekhara says that, oh my dear Krishna, whatever come by your mercy, let it come. That is our philosophy. That is our Siddhanta. But if you know it's going to be rain, it's better to take umbrella. So here is the role of astrology. Krishna consciousness devotee, nothing to do with astrology. Srila Prabhupada said, even Srila Prabhupada said this also. What does it mean? It is mean we can take the guidance. If we know there is going to be rain, it's better to take the umbrella. That means, yes, we can take the guidance from the astrology. Then it can be helped even in our devotional service. So what is the link between astrology and the Krishna consciousness? Astrology is a transparent media between conditioned and pure activities. What does it mean? From a horoscope, an astrologer can say that what type of activities we will do. Where is the Rahu? Rahu is the karmic planet. And we will know what is the activities of this life. And from the horoscope we can know, astrologer can know what he did in past life. Easily astrologer can get to know. So astrologer can get to know what he did. Definitely he will get If you put your hand in the fire, then definitely it will burn. Astrologer can see whether you have put your hand in fire or not. Then astrologer can see if in your this life you are going to put your hand in fire, then it will burn. So astrologer can say, okay, you don't put your hand in fire, it will burn. This is the way in Krishna consciousness, astrological guidance can help. Not only a pure devotion, see, for a pure devotee it is not required, but those consider himself as a conditioned soul, they can take the guidance. They can take the guidance. Why? Because through this guidance, one can understand that when and how he need to move in his life. See, in one life, nobody can come. In the 6th chapter, it is written, the yoga ladder. In that way, nobody can come in a Krishna consciousness in one life. Manushyanam sahasreshu kaschi jatati siddhaya jatatam api siddhanam kaschi mam bhakti tattvataha. 1,000 and 1,000 after 1,000 years also, one cannot come in Krishna consciousness. Bahunam janma janmante gyanigvam mam prapaddante vasudeva sarvamati samuhatma sudullava. So this is the platform, transparent media, where conditioned and pure activities can be judged. And this is how we can help ourselves in Krishna consciousness by the help of astrology. We have limited time. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna. Please.
Hare Krishna.
can
Thank
ask
you.
your question.
Hare Bol. Very nice. Thank you very much, Prabhuji.
Sorry, and forgive me if my English is not so good before I tell you.
It was perfect. It was perfect. Thank you.
Yes, Radha Damodar Prabhu has some question. He raised the hand, I think.
Oh, today I actually got a very good answer, Prabhu. Although I'm talking to you for some years, so
Yes.
this astrology is a transparent media between conditioned and pure activities.
Yes.
So definitely I agree that I am a conditioned soul. So we can take guidance, and it is not something that we should not do or something like that. So thank you very much for this clarification. So this point, Hare Krishna.
Thank you. And also, with the permission of Santosh Mataji, I would like to tell, if anyone in this room and here, if need any guidance, you can ask me anytime. My WhatsApp number is available with Santosh Mataji. So anybody can contact Santosh Mataji, and she can share my contacts with all of you, whoever is needed it. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you,
Yes,
Prabhuji. Can you explain what is transparent media mean?
Well, transparent media means, you see, your glass. You have some. We have some problem in the eyes, and then through that that glass, doctor has given some glass, and through that glass, now you can see everything. Without glass, maybe you cannot see because you have limitation of the eyes. Similarly, that astrology is that glass. Through the astrology, we can see that I am doing some conditioned activity or pure activities. That's why it is called transparent media.
Oh, I see. Thank you. Thank you very much. Does anyone have any questions or realizations?
Any question and comments?
Okay, let me see. There are some questions on the chat box.
Okay.
Let me go to the first one. Parda Prabhu has asked, question 1, can you please share some examples from day-to-day work being performed by liberated is different from conditioned soul? Parda Prabhuji, would you like to expand on that, please?
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. It's a wonderful class. And when you mentioned about that there will be a difference in the work being done by a liberated person to a conditioned soul, can you please explain some day-to-day example, Prabhuji? Like, for example, everybody has to work here. So considering that,
Yes.
can you say
Yes.
some day-to-day examples?
Okay. Now, yeah, a very easy way I am saying. In a UK, you can find a liberated Krishna consciousness devotee and a conditioned Krishna consciousness devotee, like two level. Okay, even in the UK, you can find how a liberated Krishna consciousness devotee and the conditioned Krishna consciousness devotee both are offering the bhoga. Conditioned Krishna consciousness devotee offering the bhoga, what is available in the fridge, or what he likes to eat, or what his or her husband like to eat, or her son like to eat, that he or she will cook and offer. That is the first example of conditioned soul. Those are in Krishna consciousness. Conditioned Krishna consciousness devotee. Forgive my English. And those are liberated Krishna consciousness devotee. They will plan the day before what tomorrow Krishna will eat. In the conditioned Krishna consciousness devotee, offer Ekadashi Prasadam on the day of Ekadashi to Krishna, because that he will eat. A liberated Krishna consciousness devotee offer rice to Krishna. He knows that he will not eat the rice that day, but he will offer. Why? Because Krishna will eat. Okay. Simple difference. Does it make sense, Prabhuji?
Yeah, that's nice, Prabhuji. Very nice. Very, very nice. Thank you.
Yeah, that is a simple. Any other question, please?
Yes, there is another question. Let me just read the next one, which is Hare Krishna Prabhuji. This is from Geeta Gamia Mataji. Hare Krishna Prabhuji, thank you for today's class. Explained so well to keep Krishna in the center. And another one here, is our astrological situation at the time of birth fully dependent on past life karma, or can some of it be there just by chance? Shall I read the question again?
Yes.
Is our astrological situation at the time of birth fully dependent on past life karma, or can some of it be there just by chance?
Nothing is happened in the world by chance. Nothing is happened. See, forgive my English. Nothing is happened by chance. Everything is pre-planned. Everything karana guna sangatsa sadasa diyonishu. Maybe not in this life, not in past life, life before life, life before life. You simply, now is very hot season in India, you know. In Vrindavan is 49 degree, 50 degree. Even in Bengal is 39 degree, 38 degree, but a different type of humidity here. And if I feel that, oh my, if I become, I can be, always can be in the swimming pool or in the pond, because I came in a village, in the pond. So I'm desired this, but in human body, I cannot be in the pond every time. I can be a insects of the water or the fish. So this sangya, this thinking, definitely will force to take me in a water insect body. This is very important. What we are thinking. Karana guna sangatsa. I told the sangha means association is even you can associate with your thinking, thought. So life before life, life before life, whatever we have accumulated. So every moment we are accumulating some body. Every moment, everyone. So nothing is by chance. Everything is, yeah. But two things. In the horoscope, it shows what we have did in the past life. And that is our horoscope actually, what we have did in the past life. And we forced to accept that. That is one type of karma. Now we are marginal potency, we have free will. We have free will. So if we use that free will to nullify our karma, let's say I can see that coming Sunday will be the rain. That will be the final. But now it is my free will whether I will wait in the rain or not. So when in the astrology we see that I have a diverse, now it is definitely it's my free will which Krishna has gifted me. If I know, then I can stop my diverse. There is the utility of the astrology. If everything is destined, then what is the use of astrology? That whatever is there, it will be happen. Then it is like that. No, it is not like that. There is a free will and we can stop that. We can work out such a way, we can adjust such a way, we can take the precaution such a way that the husband and wife, they will not go to the court or in the divorce. Does it make sense? That is called this life karma. This is called this life karma. And this is how astrology works. Does it make sense, Mataji?
Yes.
Am I clear myself?
Yes, I think it's quite clear. Whoever asked the question, is it quite clear? I think so. Now, the next comment I have here is from Drishti Mataji. Hare Krishna Prabhuji, thank you for today's class. So nicely explained. And then we have got another one. Okay, from Drishti Mataji again. How accurate is astrology and to what extent a person should believe in astrology?
Okay, very nice question. How accurate is the astrology? Astrology is 100% accurate, but we have a limited capacity to tell you, to give you the accurate prediction. Astrology is 100% accurate, but according to our understanding, astrologer capacity, the astrologer will tell you that extent. And you can believe on astrology 100%. Now depend on you that to whom you will believe. I have some limitation, somebody has some limitation. We are not the Muni and Rishi. So we cannot predict 100%. But like, you know, see, I am associated with a company who has the online astrological platform. It's a marketplace. So people called me. So before I start to check their horoscope, immediately I check their attribute or personality, because sometimes many people give the wrong time. So immediately the first thing what I do, I don't know them. So I check with their attribute, their personality, and I ask them question. Okay, you looks like that, your habit is like this, these things happened with you. So if these things match with them, then I start my prediction. This is my style. So this is how, if an astrologer can speak about your past, definitely he can speak about your future. If without seeing you, because we don't do a video calling, this is just an audio, and with the audio I can say, okay, like this you looks, like this is happened with you, now you have this physical problem, or you have a marriage dispute. If I can say the past, I can say the future. Simple. So this much you can believe. It's
very nice, very nice. Thank you for your answer, Prabhuji, and a very nice question. Now, Parda Prabhu has asked, mentioned this quote, take umbrella when you know it is going to rain. So thank you, Parda Prabhuji, for your comment. Another one is from Jyoti. Jyoti Mataji, Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Thank you. Very nice class, but I am still a bit lost in all of it. Krishna is everything. Our faith, prayers, love, and devotion is everything in Krishna. Then why we need astrology? I am still very lost, Prabhuji.
Okay. So the thing is, in the beginning of the class, I have introduced two type of devotees, basic Krishna consciousness devotee. One is conditioned and one is pure devotee. So if anybody following Krishna consciousness as it is Srila Prabhupada, you no need to go to the astrology. But if you have to evaluate yourself, we have to evaluate ourselves, that whether we have some lust, some greed, are we envy to each other? Am I competitive? Am I competitive with my colleague? Am I competitive with my friends? Am I thinking that I am the boss? I don't know that is a male or female. If you are thinking I am very beautiful, if a husband thinking, oh, I am the boss of the family, if this kind of mental stage you have, definitely you need to go to the astrology. But if you are thinking that no, I am not in that kind, everything is Krishna. Bhakti Vinod Thakur says 6 types of Sharanagati. 6 types of Sharanagati. Anukullasya Sankalpa, Pratikullasya Varjana. Whatever is favorable for Krishna, I will accept. Whatever is not favorable for Krishna, I will not accept. Then Gotripte Karanyam. Avashya Rakshiva Krishna, Gotripte Karanam. Krishna will protect me. Krishna will feed me. Prahlad Maharaj, whatever it is, Vishnu will protect me. That is surrender. Krishna will feed me. Sudama, that is surrender. Atma Nivadana Karpanya. You are mine and I am yours. No one is between us. If we have this type of conviction, then only we know it. And I pray, let all of us one day have that type of condition. We have gifted this body because of that. We have gifted this body not for eating, sleeping, defending, and mating. We have gifted this Brahma, given us this body. Why? To recognize Krishna and serve him as it is. Das Bhakti Vinod Thakur says, Jiv Krishna Das, Ei Vishwas, Karle Toar Khati Nahi. When the moment a living entity will say, I am the servant of Krishna, from that moment, that Jiva is liberated. He no need to anything. But Mahaprabhu says, a Krishna consciousness devotee act in a material world like a prostitute. Mahaprabhu says, a Krishna consciousness devotee act in the material world like a prostitute. How? Like a prostitute, even she has a love or emotional life. Maybe she loves someone, like a bad girl, a married girl. She loves someone. But when her husband is with her, she serves the husband. She cooks for the husband. She serves the children, everything. But by mind, she always think about her lover. That prostitute always think about her lover, even though she sleep with many people. Similarly, even though we are in the material world, we may perform many activities because we have to fulfill our basic needs. But in mind, we should always think about Krishna. That is Bhakti Saraswati Prabhupada said. Never forget Krishna, always remember Krishna. Never forget Krishna, always remember Krishna. Padma Purana Slok. Bhakti Siddhanta Thakur quoted in many places. Is that clear, Mataji? That why and how and when we need astrology and we don't need astrology. Is that clear?
Yes, Prabhuji. Thank you so much. You really answered my question. Thanks a lot,
Thank you,
Prabhuji.
Mataji.
Thank
Please
you so much.
forgive I am Bengali. I speak little loud. This is a
No,
Bengali.
you're perfect. You're perfectly fine, Prabhuji. I was just very confused. Since the beginning of the class, I've been here and I just had a bit of confusion. But you answered it really, really well. I really understand now. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Jyoti Mataji, and thank you, Prabhuji, for the question and the answer. And I have another question here from iPhone. Should we take into account the Tithi and Chogadiya when we do anything important?
See, Chagoria, you can see, and Tithi also you can see, but sometimes Chagoria can give some app wrong information. I have noticed that. But definitely Tithi you have to see. And the most important thing is everyone life. There is a Janma Rashi, and that Janma Rashi belongs to one particular nakshatra. Like that, 27 nakshatra has the influence in our life. Out of the 27 nakshatra, 9 nakshatra is bad for everyone. Like for me, the different 9th nakshatra is bad. For you, a different 9th nakshatra is bad. For someone, different 9 nakshatra is bad. That means 18 nakshatra is good and 9 nakshatra is bad. That 9 nakshatra will be the different for different individual. So we need to know that if we want to do something very important like marriage, like 16 out of 16 samashkara, any samashkara or something, admission to the children, namaste, admission to the children, or something like some important house opening ceremony or the house construction, anything, you need to see the Tithi. Chagoria you can use the time when you are going out. You are going out somewhere, that time you can use the Chagoria. And some other things also, you know that Rahu Kal is there, you can see the Rahu Kal, Avijit Muhurta, you can see Avijit also one nakshatra, 28 nakshatra actually is there, but Avijit nakshatra is between the 2 nakshatra, so we consider the 27 nakshatra. That is the practice of the astrology. So the Chagoria you can see, but for the important thing you need to see, you need to see the Tithi, the nakshatra. Must.
Thank you very much, Prabhuji, and very, very clear. Yes, very clear. I think we had Anju Mataji has raised her hand. Anju Mataji, would you like to ask your question, please?
Okay. Yeah, just a minute, Mataji, just a minute. Give me a second. Just give me.
Yeah. So, Mataji, my question is that nowadays, couples who are expecting a child, they choose the date and the time of the birth. It's very common nowadays because they go for the C-section.
Yes, my battery was out of charge, my laptop. That's why I put in the Yes, Mataji.
Mataji, would you like to repeat your question, please? Thank you.
Prabhuji, nowadays when a couple is expecting a child, so they choose the date and the time of the birth so that they can have a good Janam Patri. Is it right to do it?
I don't understand what you asked. You said, okay, please repeat again.
Yeah, okay. Nowadays when a couple is expecting a child,
right,
so they don't wait for the natural birth. They go for the C-section and they choose the date and time of the birth of the child.
Well, this is the your question is very intellectual, and three answers three question actually is there. In your one question, there is a three question.
Sorry.
No problem. No, it's not sorry. I'm happy that you are very intellectual. See, the first is you say the expecting. So now this is one question. So according to the Sanatan Dharma, if you want to have a child, you should see the time when you will conceive. That is called Garbhadan Sangaskar. This is the first thing. This is the first thing. The second thing, when somebody already pregnant and giving the premature birth of their baby because of the correct timing and taking the scissor.
Yeah.
Taking the scissor, that is the two karma. One karma that baby had in the past life of the premature delivery, premature born. That is the baby's past karma, and the parents are accumulating the new karma by giving the baby premature birth. Baby is taking the birth, that is baby's karma. But the parents also accumulating a bad karma because of going against the law of nature. All the doctors, those are giving the scissor unnecessary. If there is some problem, I never, like, you see, ever you heard, I am little bit a very conservative family. I never heard from my grandmother or someone this term scissor.
Yeah.
But I heard this, I think when I was in 10th class or 11th class, scissor. And now in every lady has scissor baby. Is a fashion.
Yes.
It's not a fashion, it's a cheating propensity, it's a cheating by the doctor because of the money. So they are accumulating the karma.
So it's wrong.
Definitely wrong. Definitely.
Yeah,
wrong.
because this happened in my family, and the father of the baby, he did not even bother to ask the mother. He just told her, oh, you have to go for the checkup, this, that, and then they say, oh, this is not good, and we have to operate you, and the baby is in danger. But actually everything was okay, but he had holidays, and he he checked with the Pandit, the Janam Patri, and he chose the date and the time.
Okay.
So I was.
If you see, according to the astrology, if the baby become a premature, there is a complete, like I think 11 or 13 chapter on the premature baby.
Okay.
Complete chapter on premature baby, that if it become a prematurely, what can be happen. So if the parents thinking that they see the time and it is going to be nice, it is not like that. It is not going to be nice.
Thank you,
Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Thank you very much for the question and answer. And another comment from Parda Prabhuji. Hare Krishna Prabhuji. If we don't have date of birth, let me just go up a bit. If we don't have date of birth available, can we go for astrology, and would like to seek your help further, Prabhuji?
Yes. See, if you don't have a date of birth, then there is a horary astrology. It is called Prashna Jyotish, Prashna Shastra. See, okay. So the Prashna Shastra, but there is some condition of Prashna Shastra. In one day, you can only ask one question. You cannot ask many questions. You can ask one question, and even though through that question, an astrologer can see whether you are asking a genuine question or you are asking some cloudy question. If this is a cloudy question, that also can be seen. You cannot get the answer. If it is really coming from your heart, the core from your heart, that also can be seen. Then the astrologer will say you the answer yes or no. No other things. No other hanky-panky. Yes or no. Okay? This is the thing.
Prabhuji.
Now, if you know the date of birth, only date of birth, maybe don't know the time of birth, Then the numerology is Sankhya Tattva. That is also, but in the numerology, you cannot say the time of event. Astrology can tell you the time of event. Numerology can tell the mass event and the Vastu. The Vastu also. I do these three: the astrology, Vastu, and the numerology. So there is a God grace that the astro is a blessings. Astrology
Prabhuji,
is a blessings. Yes.
you were talking about the astrology and the time of birth. If
Right.
that is, I believe that's perfectly okay. If you look at Lord Krishna's birthday, he was born at X time of birth at called Janmashtami. So as Ram, when he was born, is Ram Navami. So that is, I personally think they're both linked together, Janam Kundali and the time of birth.
Right. Right. Right.
Just a comment.
Yeah, it was just a comment. Do you agree
Right.
with that?
Yes. Yes. Definitely. Definitely. I'm agree with that.
Yeah,
I'm
thank
agree
you.
with you. Yeah.
Thank you.
thank you.
I have
Thank
another.
you.
I have a question by Deepak
Right.
Prabhu. Hare
Right.
Hare Krishna Prabhu. This is from Deepak Prabhu.
Yeah.
Very nice class. I learned a lot from listening to you. When we go through a difficult time, it is said that this is due to your karmic actions from previous life, like say a divorce. What is your view on this, Prabhu? Hare Bol.
Yeah. See, when we face the marriage dispute or any accident, it is not only depends on our past karma. It is depend our present karma as well. It is not only depends our past karma. It is depends in the past karma. Definitely, that is destined. It's our past karma. But in our through our present karma, we can nullify that. But what we do through our present karma, we ripen that bad karma. Like we already had the bad karma, but again in this life, on that particular area, we are doing the bad thing. The last life I betrayed with my wife, and even in this life also I am cheating my wife. So the cause is diverse. This is the thing. But if you did the bad thing for your wife last life, but in this life you came to know that this type of things is going to be happen and your marriage house is very bad, if you promise yourself that okay, you will not torture your wife, you will respect your wife, you will not get any divorce. This is how the karma work. This is how the karma work.
Deepak Prabhu, would you like to expand on your question, or would you like Prabhuji to give clarify that, Prabhuji?
I'm a little confused by the answer, but I think I'll have to sleep on it and think about that. But thank you very much.
Please don't sleep. Like if you can more elaborate or specific the question, then everything has the answer in scripture.
Okay, if I may, as long as I'm not taking up too much time, the only point I would make is, what if, to the best of your knowledge, it's not like you've done any action in this life to ripen the previous bad karma from your previous life? I mean, when you feel that you have knowingly not done anything to warrant what is happening to you, the only way to reconcile and put your mind at ease is to put it down to the fact that it must be due to some previous karmic actions, and that is why you're undergoing what you are in the present life.
Right. So if you are undergoing any bad karma or bad time, and if anybody is saying okay, because of this your previous karma, so that is true, that we undergo some bad time because our previous karma. But if you came to know that in early, before happened that incident, then you can nullify that karma by the good deeds. You may not did something wrong knowingly in this life, but in spite of that, your bad karma is there. So you will get the result. But if you came to know already beforehand that, okay, you are going to face this type of thing, then you can nullify that by your karma. Other than that, definitely you will get that bad karma. You will get, or you will face that bad incident.
Thank you very much, Prabhu.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So, Prabhuji, is there a way to nullify the bad karma? Is that what you are saying?
Definitely. What
And-
Rupa Goswami has said, in the Krishna consciousness, when you are in the Krishna consciousness, depends on the degree of your surrenderness, your papa karma, your papa bija, like seeds of the sins, the result of the sins can be vanished. Depends on the degree you have surrendered. That is written in the Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu, quoted from Padma Puran by Rupa Goswami.
And to do that, you need to come to a trained astrologist to do that.
No,
How do we find out how to nullify?
that is, you simply surrender to Krishna.
Oh, I see. I see. I
You
see.
simply surrender to Krishna. The degree you surrender to Krishna, that degree is nullified. There is no other remedies rather than Krishna consciousness. But those are not completely in the Krishna consciousness. They can take the remedies in a different remedies, but that is also related with the Krishna.
I see.
That is also related with the Krishna.
Prabhuji,
Yes.
I've got one question. You know, like if you have got going through the bad patch in your life, and people
Okay.
that go and do the puja,
Right.
how good it is once you do the puja, and that could affect later on in your life.
Well, the
Overcome.
puja is, if it is related to the demigod puja, if it is related to the demigod puja, then the demigod is a representative of the Krishna ultimately, and depends on as much as you will deserve, you will get back. So now you are going the bad karma, so definitely like allopathy medicine, you will get some result. If you are doing, for example, let's say you have some problem with the mangal, or you have the mangalic dosha. So you will go to a pujari, and pujari will do some puja for you before the marriage. So that you will get the result definitely. But when you will get the good result, you have to be ready for the side effect also. When you are doing the puja related to demigod,
So
when
that's
you are doing the puja with the demigod,
yeah.
you should be ready to face the side effect.
Oh, I see. But that will give you the immediate relief now from the problem that you are going through then.
If you want to have immediate relief, see, 3 minutes. I have a story for 3 minutes. Actually, it's a long story. I will finish it in 3 minutes because I know maybe you all are late. So there is a story, a true event. There is a story related to Mahaprabhu. So what happened? A Brahmin boy in a childhood time, he never he never can feed himself completely. Like always he remained hungry. He had not sufficient food to eat. So after his parents passed away in a very childhood time, then he came to Jagannath Puri. And in Jagannath Puri also the same things happening. So he get very angry. He tell to Jagannath that, okay, I will go and suicide. So he went to the sea, wanted to suicide, and that time he saw that one divine form is coming from the sea, middle of the sea. So he thought that, oh, I am a good devotee and a Brahmin. So Jagannath himself is coming to protect me. So then that person came from the sea, a very divine looks, wearing like a divine transcendental cloth, transcendental ornaments. And then he says, oh, I am not Jagannath. So he says, who are you? He says, I am Vibhishan. Vibhishan is Chiranjeevi. So he said, I am the Vibhishan, the king of Lanka. So he says, where you are going? So he said, I am going to meet Jagannath. So that Brahmin boy, he says, okay, I will go also. I have some complaint. So Vibhishan says, okay, come with me. Then after some time, that Vibhishan came back to the seaside, and that boy asked that where you went to the Jagannath temple? You never been in the Jagannath temple. So that Vibhishan says, no, I already met with Jagannath, and he says that this is your condition. So Vibhishan actually meet with Mahaprabhu in Gambhira. So Brahmin said that what that person says, you are claiming that he is himself Jagannath. Vibhishan says, Mahaprabhu says to offer you whatever you need, a golden village, a lots of food. But at the same time, Mahaprabhu says me, you have certain karma in your life. If you want to free yourself from that death and birth cycle, then you can suffer in this life, this situation, and focus on the devotional service. Then you will get back to the Goloka. The second option, I can give you everything, but you have to come back again and suffer. You choose. So we have to choose, Prabhujis and Matajis. If we are facing any issue in this life, consider it a mercy of Krishna. Consider it as a mercy of Krishna. You see, if you want to nullify that, you can nullify, but you have to ready for the side effect. That what is that side effect? Repeated birth and death. What is the repeated birth and death? Threefold misery, whether you are rich or you are poor, threefold misery. You have to decide. Krishna give you the free will. You decide what you want to do. Free from your bad time, or okay, Krishna, please give me the capacity or the strength to control or face this situation. Just give me the strength. I can a good servant, and I can devote everything to you, good or bad, like a Kulsekar. Whatever is coming, let it come. Does it make sense, Prabhuji?
Yes, yes, it does. Prabhuji has just left the room.
Okay.
Yes, thank you very much for the lovely answer. And Parda Prabhu has asked, would like to hear more, Prabhuji, other than astrology. You enlightened
Thank
us
you.
so
Sure.
well. And Shailaja Mataji has asked a question.
Yes, sure.
Where's Shailaja Mataji's question? Hare Krishna. How does Krishna conscious practices change the horoscope? Any practical examples seen for devotees around us other than exalted devotees?
Oh,
Exalted
yes.
pure
You see,
devotees.
I am not an exalted devotee. I am very ordinary devotee. So my life completely changed by Krishna consciousness. Now I am staying in Vrindavan. So before I stay in Vrindavan, I used to work in a company, private company, like a human resource manager. I was in the recruitment. So, but since like you can say when I was in 12th standard or college, something like that, I had the interest on the astrology. It was my horoscope. So then some things happened. Then I went to the astrologer and says that, your life is like this. That time also I was in Krishna consciousness a little bit, but not as I am right now. So that astrologer guide me and say that, you will not get the success in your life in this way, or you will not get the peace. So you have to choose, because that astrologer says that my chart is preach Sanatan Dharma, preach the higher, that is my astrology says, my horoscope says, and says that I have the previous life, I had the astrological knowledge, which I carry in this life also. My planetary position is also like that. So then I took it seriously, and then I complete my master in astrology, and you see, now I am completely connected with the astrology. So this is how astrology, even in the Krishna consciousness, help. Does it a proper example? I don't know, but I'm giving you my example.
Yes, I think you answered the question quite nicely. Is there anyone in the audience who would like to ask a question?
Wonderful session, Prabhuji. So very, very enlightening.
Thank you, Radha Madhav Prabhu. Radha Damodar Prabhu. See, and please, if I say anything wrong, Vaishnava Guna, forgive me. I wanted to chant one kirtan, but it was not not enough time. Other than that, I would have here. But maybe if Santosha Mataji bless me, then maybe in some other time I will come and speak some other topic, devotional topic.
Definitely, definitely. I'd love you to come back another time, because there are lots and lots of questions that have come in. I mean, Lavanga Mataji has said amazingly informative and educating talk. Shailaja Mataji asked for the current question related to divorce, how to overcome our old karma and correct the problems in life. Kokila Mataji has asked amazingly, Kokila Mataji has said, what is Pitru Dosh? What is Pitru Dosh?
Yeah, Pitru Dosh, there are different kind of Pitru Dosh, but in generally Pitru Dosh is when we did something wrong for our forefather and the father. That is Pitru Dosh. There are different kind of Pitru Dosh. Okay, so that is the reason it is recommended that in the Tarpana time, there is a time in India which we consider before the Mahalaya, it is before the Kartik. There is a time and started with the day of Amavasya. So from the day of Amavasya, it is started, and that time if we offer the Tarpan to our Purvaj, it can be overcome. Apart from that, in any time, any month, you can do the offering, the Tarpan, in the holy river, some offering to our Purvaj, and that is also can nullify the Pitru Dosh. Different type of Pitru Dosh and astrological topic. So we can talk. Anybody, if you want to have the personal sessions, we can have the personal sessions. You can message me. You can take the number, WhatsApp number from Santosh Mataji. And see, it's my profession, so definitely I take whatever devotee gives, but it's my profession. I have the family, so it is not free of cost, but whatever devotee will give, I will take happily. Everyone has the limitation.
So that is the process is for them to contact you directly, and you have a one-to-one session with them, is it?
Yeah, one-to-one session.
Oh, definitely. I see. Okay.
Please,
so if you Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Mataji. Can I say something? If everybody
yes,
is done I know Jagannath Prabhu for last 15 years or so, and he is somebody who came to Vrindavan, running to Vrindavan, and since then he has never left. He's a very great devotee of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And how I connected with him, if I tell you, you will all be very much impressed. So one day I was there for Gaura Arti at ISKCON Vrindavan, and Prabhuji was dancing almost for 1 hour during the Arti, and after the Arti, he was rotating continuously and dancing. He was not aware of what's going on around. Then when he became finished, he was done with his dancing. He started going out of the temple, and I ran behind him. And I was just telling him how I was watching him for 1 full hour, and I saw Chaitanya Mahaprabhu dancing actually. So it was like Gaura Arti. And when I went recently to attend his marriage at Kathua, his wife is from Srinivas Acharya's direct blood relation, and there I saw the Gaura Arti, and the whole family used to dance like anything you can't. The whole earth used to vibrate. So it was just Mahaprabhu's mercy always. And Prabhuji is very merciful. He is not a commercial astrologer. He's a great devotee of the Lord. He has very kindly guided me many times using astrology when I did not even seek his assistance. And every time it used to be a very productive thing for me. So he used to call me and say, "This time is not so good. This time is good. You do this," and I have done it, and it has always come out very successfully. And he does not ask for fees, but he is a pure Brahmana. So devotees, whatever devotees give him as dakshina, he accepts it very gracefully. But now he is a family man. He is staying in Vrindavan with his wife. So out of that, he started doing it as a profession. Earlier, he was not doing it, and he does one beautiful service there in Vrindavan. He does the flower decoration in our temple for all the festivals. So in ISKCON Vrindavan, when you go on festivals, all the flowers which is being done, Prabhuji goes to Delhi, purchases them wholesale, brings them, and with the help of so many other devotees, he does all the decoration. This is free service he does. And then he does another free service there in Radha Damodar temple, where Prabhupada used to sit and prepare for the trip to America. So Radha Damodar temple. So he does lot of seva there, and one is Rajbhog seva. So he is involved in offering bhog there and getting it served for many devotees and for Prabhupada. So every day, every alternate month, he does seva there to Prabhupada's deities. And once he engaged me last Kartik, he engaged me in serving Prabhupada personally and washing Prabhupada's deity, giving him a bath, and offering prasadam, offering bhog and prasadam to Prabhupada. So he knows how to engage every devotee in the service of Krishna and make them advance in devotion. So I strongly recommend everybody to be in touch with Prabhuji whenever you go to Vrindavan, and he knows exactly what you need, and he can engage us in the service of the Lord.
Hari
So although I
Bol, Hari
tell you
Bol.
about all this in the beginning, so I thought I should tell because now lots of you have so many questions, so you can take advantage of its association in Vrindavan.
Such a nice commentary, Prabhu. Very nice. Thank you so much for enlightening us.
Thank you, Prabhuji,
And,
for your association.
We are really amazed at Prabhuji's wonderful services, devotional services. Thank you so much, Radha Damodar Prabhuji, for the commentary. Just one final question before we close the session. Prabhuji, may I ask if there's a quick answer to Shailaja Mataji's question? For the current question related to divorce, how to overwrite our old karma and correct the problems in this life. Would there be a quick answer to this question, please? I think, is Jagannath Prabhuji still there? I think he has left, has he?
Simply you can't.
I'm here. Yeah.
Oh, you're still, okay.
Mic was mute. Yeah.
Awesome.
So the main problem of everything is we are self-centered. The moment we will become Krishna-centered, our all problem will be nullified. It's a very simple, short answer. We are self-centered. The diverse means we thinking I am the boss. Why my things is not considered, is not priority? Why he or she did not give me priority? That means self-centered. But when I become Krishna-centered, then if nobody recognized me or did not give me any priority, I will not mind. So their clash will not be there. Clash, the fight, because I am self-centered. Somebody's husband want that, wife want this. So the different ideas, fighting with each other. Self-centered. I have different idea, somebody has different idea. But when both have Krishna's idea, Krishna-centered, then there will no divorce. Even you have a bad karma.
I see.
Even you have bad karma in the life. So the main point is Krishna-centered life. That is the main thing, Krishna-centered life. The moment you are not Krishna-centered, from that moment, we cannot be happy.
Mm,
For
thank
that
you.
moment, we cannot be happy.
Thank you. Very nice answer. So would you like to put your details, contact details on the chat box, and everyone can copy it, if that's all right with you?
Okay. Yes, yes, definitely. Then I can drop box. Okay, here everyone. Okay, type
Yes.
message here. Okay, I can write.
Yes. So whilst
Okay,
you are
so-
doing that, well, I'll just say that
Yeah.
everyone is thanking you for a very nice class, very wonderful class. Deepa Prabhu is saying it resonates with me. The example you gave is wonderful. Thank you very much, Prabhuji. Kokila Mataji said, thank you for the wonderful class, Prabhuji. Samsung Galaxy said, thank you. So
Thank you to everyone.
thank you to everyone is thanking you, and also to Radha Damodar Prabhuji as well. So
He
what a
is always
wonderful class we had. Maybe we can have another class like that, just for
Sure.
questions and answers only.
Yes, yes, sure, Mataji, no problem.
Have you put your details on the chat box?
Yes, yeah, I have.
So anybody
think-
would like to copy the number down, please do.
And Mataji, if you have recorded this session, please you can share with me in the
Yes.
WhatsApp. Then I can
Yes.
share it in somewhere else. Yeah.
Yes. I have recorded it. I have to make sure that I save the recording.
Okay.
Thank you very much. So we can end our class
Thank
here.
you.
And
Yes,
we can
sure.
all
Thank you, everyone. Thank you,
whoever-
Radha Damodar Prabhu, Santosh Mataji, Anuj Mataji, Shailaja Mataji, Deepak Prabhu, Jyoti Mataji, and rest all of you. I don't remember all of them because I didn't see your post. You asked the question. We will meet very soon. May Krishna bless all of us.
Yes, and let's all unmute. We'll all unmute and say 3 Hari Bols to both Prabhujis. So please
Hari
unmute.
Bol.
Hari Bol, Hari Bol.
Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari
Hari
Bol, Hare
Bol.
Krishna.
Vanchakalpatarubhyascha kripa sindhubhya eva cha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namaha. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Thank you very much. Our humble
Thank you.
obeisances.
Our humble obeisances. Thank you again. So shall I stop?
Yes, yes, Prabhu.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. Hare
Hare
Thank
Krishna.
you. Hare
Thank you.
Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna.
Jyoti Mataji, shall I? How do I stop the recording now? Okay, let me just go to.
They were a very good answer. People, those who work